How to stay positive in tough times. If you listen to the information and you really grasp what I'm sharing with you right now, it can definitely change your life. And let me explain why I mean by that. Okay, your mindset, the fear, the worry, the doubt, the anxiety, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to keep food on the table? How am I going to make it from one month to the next? All this fear that you have, okay, stems from what's called not knowing, okay? Or what we refer to as ignorance. Okay, ignorance is just not knowing. It's a lack of awareness. Okay, and the only way you get rid of fear, worry, and doubt is through study and understanding. And that's what I'm going to do with this video here. I'm going to give you a picture, an image to work with, so you understand where is the fear coming from. Why am I having anxiety? Why am I having fear about the future, or how am I going to pay my bills, and doubts? And you're going to start understanding where that's coming from. It has nothing to do with the current situation, it has everything to do with your paradigm, your self-image, and how you see yourself. And so let me go ahead and get into it here and show you exactly how that works. Okay. Now, the first step is to change your mindset. Now that seems obvious, right? It's so simple and so obvious. But let me ask you a question. Why aren't most people doing it? And most people aren't doing it because they're in the habit of not doing it. It seems simple enough, right? Earl Nightingale grew up in poverty during the Great Depression, and he wanted to know why is it some people were doing so well and so successful while his family, friends, and people he knew around him were struggling so much. And what he found out is you become what you think about all day long. So let me show you this. On the screen, you have your present results, wherever you're at in your life. Okay, it could be not enough money, it could be not enough financial strategies, not enough personal income, not enough food, just not anything where you want to be in your life. So what that does, it dictates your thoughts. Your thoughts then dictate your feelings, and your feelings dictate your actions. And that action leads right back to where you're at in your present results. You just stay on this hamster wheel and you keep getting the same results day in, day out. So here's an example. Let's say you don't not enough money is one of your issues. Okay, you're looking at your checkbook, your bank balance, amount of cash you have, and there's just not enough money. You're wondering, how am I going to get through the month? There's too much month at the end of the money, right? Can you relate to this? That dictates your thoughts, which then dictate your feelings, which then dictate the actions, meaning you don't take any action. You stay stuck in the mindset of, I don't have enough. I'm never going to get off this situation in my life or this hamster wheel. I'm stay stuck in this job, and I'm just never going to be able to move forward in life and do the things I want to do. And there you go. It's just a vicious cycle. So how do you get out of this cycle? What you've got to do is you've got to let your level of thinking, your thoughts, instead of your present results, you've got to let your thoughts dictate how you're feeling. And the feelings will lead to your actions, and the actions will lead to your results. This is what you really want right here, right? And you start with a new train of thought, meaning you've got to think, okay, what do I want? Not where am I at, but what do I really want? How much money do I really want to earn every month? And that will dictate your feelings, which dictate your actions, which dictate the results. And once you reach that result and that goal, then you start over again with the new act, with the new thought, and you decide, okay, here's my new goal. If it was $10,000 a month, it may be 50,000 or 100,000. So here's an example here. Again, we start with thoughts, right? And the thoughts lead to financial freedom, which produces the feelings, which produces the actions, which produces the results. So you started thinking, I want financial freedom. I want to be able to have enough money to do what I want to do, when I want to do, how I want to do it. And you think from that level instead of your present results. You've got to get emotionally involved with your goal. You've got to really believe on a deep cellular level that you are capable of achieving this goal, that you can do anything you choose to do. You've really got to believe that. But the thing is, you need an image of the mind. So let's look at your mind and your paradigm. Okay, in 1934, Dr. Thurman Fleet was very involved in the healing arts and holistic health. He stated that the mind is an activity, not a thing. No one has ever seen the mind. In order to gain clarity and eliminate confusion, I will create an image we can work with. And this is what he came up with. This is called the stick person. Okay, the top portion is your conscious mind, and the bottom portion is your subconscious mind, and the body is the instrument of the mind. Now, Bob Proctor said this is the most valuable idea I've ever learned. Now, remember, mind is in every cell of the body, but we need an image to work with because the mind thinks in pictures. Okay, so again, your conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the body. See, this is you as an infant when you were growing up. Your paradigm was formed genetically, and also by the time you were 2 or 3 years old, it was already pretty well set. Whoever you were surrounded by, whatever you were hearing on the TV, the news around you, the radio, went into your paradigm, went into your subconscious mind, and it formed your paradigm, and it put a lid, you said a little line across, it put a lid across your mind. Now what happened is a lot of people are still living the same way today because they don't understand the mind. You're letting the radio, you're letting the newscaster telling you we're in a bad economy, that we're going to be struggling, you're letting all of that dictate your thoughts, okay? And it's leading to negative thinking. So what is your paradigm? Okay, a paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior. And get this part, this is very important. Almost all of our behavior is habitual. You've probably got a routine in the morning. If you live with somebody, they've got a morning routine, and you don't mess with their routine. Okay? So let's look at the next slide here. What are paradigms? Okay, paradigms, they're a multitude of habits. Multitude of habits, but get this, they're other people's habits that have been passed on from one generation to the next. You were only given food that your parents liked when you were growing up. And why? Well, they were given food that their parents liked. You'd have to go a long way back on the family tree to figure out why everyone started eating the certain food that they like to eat. Okay, it's been passed down. It's unconscious. It's in your subconscious mind. It's 95% of your actions, your behaviors are unconscious, and you don't even know where they're coming from. But I'm giving you clarity right now, and I'm explaining where it's coming from. In order for you to change it, you have to know where are these habits coming from. Okay, Joel Barker wrote a great book called Paradigm. He said to be able to shape your future, you have to be willing and able to change your paradigm. Now, what is it that I do exactly? If you've ever tried to water the front yard, or if you've ever washed your car, and you've taken a hose around the corner and you turn the water hose on and your sprayer and the water's barely coming out. And sure enough, you go around and you see, and there's a kink in the hose, right? When you get rid of that kink in the hose and the water flows really easily, that kink in the hose can be your paradigm. It is your mental block stopping you from the success you want. Once you get rid of that kink in the hose, then the water just flows freely. Now you may have just a few, or you may have a lot, right? And it's stopping the flow of water. Okay, your job is to remove those doubts, those fears, and that wrong thinking, okay? Because it's affecting your current way of thinking and acting. And some people have a lot of kinks in there. They've got years of bad programming in their mind that they grew up with unconsciously, and they just went right in their subconscious mind, like I showed you on that picture before, on that image. And my job is to help you remove that kink in the hose, which is your current way of thinking, and get rid of those doubts and fears and wrong thinking. Okay? Now, again, the stick person I had just shown you, right? This is you, but you've got paradigms, you've got doubts, insecurities, viruses, all these negative beliefs. They're all holding you back. Again, it's your job to get rid of those so that the perfection shines through, so that who you truly are, who you really want to be, shines through. Now, your image, how you think and what you think of yourself and why you keep getting the same results are buried in your subconscious mind. Okay, and again, subconscious mind, conscious mind, the body, the image I'm showing you, it's in every cell of the being, but we need an image to work with, okay? Just remember that. So the subconscious mind is an image of how you see yourself. Now, this is Sandy Galliner and Bob Proctor. They founded the company that I'm a part of. I'm an independent consultant with Proctor Gallagher Institute. Bob has been at this since 60 years, since 1961. Okay, Sandy joined him in 2006, and the company has just taken off like a rocket ever since she got it. And there's a picture of me down there in the lower right corner with Sandy Gallagher and Bob Proctor. Okay, I've been personally trained by them, and I continue to get trained by them as well as their top people in their company. So I'm not sharing something with you that I think might work or maybe might work. I'm sharing something with you that I know works. It's got a proven track record. Now it's time for you to decide. You got to ask yourself, how long do I want to keep getting the same results in my life? Am I ready to change? See, there's two options here. You've got fear on one side and you've got courage on the other. It's up to you. Are you going to step back into fear and keep living the same way, getting the same results with nothing changing? Or are you going to move forward with courage and start to change your life? See, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward in spite of the fear. That's what courage is. Bob always says this. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, do you really deserve to win? You've got to ask yourself that. Do you really deserve to win? We spend so much money on the outside of our head, but we don't spend the money we need to on the inside to get the life we really want to live. And it's so simple and so obvious. The only thing you're going to be saying is, why didn't I know about this sooner? Why didn't I get started sooner? Look, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Okay, time is not getting longer for you. It's getting shorter. Okay, none of us know how much time we have left on this earth. And the reason I have that on the screen is because the hourglass is a symbol. Okay, the sand that's at the bottom of the hourglass is how much time has already passed. The sand above it is whatever we've got left. And none of us know how much time we have left on this earth. None of us. The only thing we've got is that little part in the middle where the sand's coming through. Okay, that's all we've got right now. So you've got to ask yourself, am I ready to break free? Am I ready to start changing and getting the results I really want to get? And you've got to really ask yourself that. Okay, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm sharing this information with you right now, because I truly know and I believe that I can help you. This will work, but you have to be, number one, willing and able. And number two, you have to make a committed decision. You have to say, I'm doing this. I'm changing my life right now. I'm not going to live one more day like this. If you've seen that movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, he keeps living the same day over and over and over. Ask yourself, 1 year ago, where were you in your life? And ask yourself, today, whenever you're watching this, are you at the same level? If your income has not doubled, tripled, quadrupled, if you're not living the life you really want to live, if you're not getting the results you want, drop me a comment, send me a message. I'll send you some free material. It's free information for you to get your mind thinking of how you really want to live. And then I will follow up with you. And we'll have a discovery session. We'll decide, is this a good fit for you? It may not be. Because remember, you have to do the work. I can't do it for you. You have to do the work. It's like another mentor told me. He said, you cannot hire somebody to do your push-ups for you. I look forward to working with you, and I hope this information has been valuable. There's a lot of other videos here, okay, that you're allowed to look at. I hope they'll be helpful for you as well. And here's to your future. Okay? Like I tell everybody, it's up to you. Make it a great day or not, because the choice is yours. And I look forward to working with you.